He is the most manipulative little prick, and I love him so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sketchbooks. A lot of these are from between 2019 and 2024, maybe 2025. Some of these are more full than others. Some of them I started in 2019 and then like continued in 2024. But we're gonna try to start with the oldest one, which I think is this one. And then we're gonna try to go to the newest one, which is kind of this one, but also not. The sketchbook, it's labeled as Sketchbook 1. It is not Sketchbook 1. If you've seen my recent sketchbook preparing video, I decided to call my current, brand new sketchbook that I just started, Sketchbook 1, which is this one, which is funny because I'm doing this again. I've actually had over 17 sketchbooks, probably more, but at a certain point I was like, I need to restart actually using and actually filling sketchbooks, so I'm going to call this new one Sketchbook 1, which is so funny because I'm doing that again. I didn't realize I was doing that again. But yeah, so this was, it doesn't have what year it was, but I'm like 99% sure this was 2019. I keep thinking it was 2017, but considering when the other sketchbooks are, I think this was 2018. I did a drawing and then I pasted it onto this page. It's so funny how faded it is that the blue that I painted on here isn't even there anymore. Like, it's gone. Okay. Here's page 1. As you can see, this is roughly where I was at this time. This was in June. Wow, June of 2018. That's funny. It's a lot of like bodies. I don't know what's in here. What is in here? I think I covered this up. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I remember. I hated this. Back then when I used to draw, I mostly drew haiku characters. Like, that was my fixation for years, and this was Oikawa as a witch. There was this artist who I used to love who drew these amazing like witch AU stuff, and so I drew Oikawa as a witch. There's gonna be a lot of Oikawa in here. Ignore how awkward this is. Like, I was part of the Oikawa feminization squad. I love that boy. And any of these yellow sticky notes are just me like censoring anything like not safe for work or like personal information written anywhere. There's some sketches. I'm gonna skip through a lot of the earlier stuff that's just like a body or a face. There's a lot of sketches that are like just like bodies. Oh, this was near like the end of my BTS phase. I really loved doing this one. Oikawa, Hanamaki, some random face, a mermaid, some stickers that I got from an artist I really liked. Oikawa, 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 and a dress from an AU that some artist I like had. Femme Tsukiyama? I think it's from Tsukiyama. Random girl in a dress. Oh no, I'm accidentally hitting my mic with my sketchbook. I might have to move my mic. That might ruin the audio if that keeps happening. Random pose that I didn't like. I was making some sort of fantasy AU, and I was driving in the car on like a road trip, so I was like, I need to design what the armor looks like. And then I immediately stopped doing that. And then I got back to it. In the car, we were passing by these like massive like wind turbines, and I was obsessed with them as a kid, so I was drawing them there. Obviously, Oikawa, Oizumi, trying to figure out his armor. Of course, I had to give him a broadsword. If you're a Haikyuu fan, you know he has to have a broadsword. Kyotani, I don't know why he had a cattail. I think it was related to whatever AU this was from. Yeah, I have no idea. Mermaid, I could not draw legs back then, like not very confidently, so I always just made characters mermaids. Trikawa, I don't know, this had like some like deep meaning to it when I drew it the first time. It's awful now. I don't think I even liked it back then when I finished it, but more heads, hands, some stickers from Azine. More pose practice. I think this was like a volleyball pose reference. More stickers from this artist, Yonka. I love Yonka. We used to DM sometimes in like 2016, and I had to cover this up because this shows my name on it. This is actually like a traditional sketch. It's not like a print. It's just a sketch that she did and sent to me. And I love the sketch, and I stuck it in my sketchbook, and I'll never get rid of it. I loved ordering from her shop. More sketch. Again, just more bodies. I actually loved this one when I drew it. It felt like so like iconic. Yeah, just a lot of like me trying to figure out how to draw stuff. A lot of like, this was in this era where like everyone was like learning how to like decorate their sketchbooks properly, and so much of it was just like draw a box and a color around the character. So I was doing so much of that around these like horrible anatomy drawings. I was trying to figure out how to draw like castle, like round castle shapes, I guess. I remember trying to do that. That was an OC I had for something I was creating. I don't remember the details of it, but yeah. More anatomy, another face sketch. That one's not too bad for where I was at skill-wise. I got some ink. It was really cheap ink, but I really loved it, so I was using it to like do random like color practice. I put some ink in like one of those like water paintbrush things, and I used it as like a way to sketch for a long time. And I filled the sketchbook in like maybe 2 months, and it's not like I was doing a lot on every page, but I should fill this thing. It was me using more of the thing. Because of the way I done the ink, the color was like slowly turning from one color to the next because it like wasn't mixing properly, and I thought that was really cool. So I would have to like refill it with the blue occasionally because it would slowly become more and more green. Oh, this weird phase. I hated drawing noses. I was horrible at drawing noses. So I convinced myself that if I just chose some super stylized way to draw noses, no one would be able to point out that I couldn't draw them. And they look like that. And I also like was trying to get better at drawing bodies, and I felt that if like I created a character specifically for that purpose, it would like look cool to other people. So I made this character who's just a body and like has like this little stupid tuft of hair on their head, and I called him Bean. I don't know why I was doing it, but I was studying a lot of hands, just like from like posing my own hand. Ooh, this was the start of this. Yeah, Bean and some hands. More of that stupid way of drawing noses. Some perspective practice. More of Bean. More of that. Oh, I was actually trying to figure out how to draw the body in perspective here. I think perspective sucks ass. There's this artist, I'm struggling to remember his name. He created he explained like the spiral method for drawing perspective. He did a lot of like really, really good tutorials back then. And I don't remember what his name is, but I watched his stuff like religiously. A lot of perspective, a lot of bodies. Well, that's a fun page, I guess. And then I made these like OCs, these three. And the whole story is like that they're dead, and the whole purpose is to try to bring like spirits to the afterlife of like dying people. It's very unique, of course. And I drew this like cover, and I loved it. It's very awful in hindsight, but I absolutely loved it back then. Let's look back at that. Yeah. Back to more bodies. It's so funny now realizing all of my favorite OCs that I've made have pigtails. Like Sasha has pigtails, and I can't stop drawing him. And I guess maybe I default to the high up pigtails because I drew this girl Raya so much. I renamed her to Mina later on. But that's so funny that's my default with drawing characters with pigtails. And that was like her when she was a kid versus teenager versus as an adult. That was like a secondary cover idea. That's the two guys. That desk perspective is horrible. I was trying so hard. Yeah, like I was really trying though. I couldn't fill a page for the life of me, but I sure was trying. This one I actually really liked, and it's still not too bad, but I think it was a reference of Noya from Haikyuu. I was like directly copying the reference. I think it's a reference that I referenced from Mookie. Mookie is an artist who draws like a lot of Haikyuu stuff, and I think this was when they were first doing their ballet. Trikawa again. Oh, my mom drew this? I guess I showed my mom tree color and she drew this. That's weird. I didn't know that happened. Huh, that's interesting. Trying to figure out how to draw Wicker's hair better, I think. Trying to figure out like different like stylized anatomy. Just a lot of stuff like this. We're getting close to the end of the sketchbook here now, and I was just like rushing to fill it. Okay, and this page. Okay, first off, that's Miles Morales. This is before the Spider-Verse movie came out. I remember that because we had just seen like the first images of what the movie would look like, and I remember being like, oh my god, this style looks so cool, I have to draw him. So I drew him. And then this. I was watching a lot of Drawing with Waffles, and this was like my perception of her art style back then. And my sketches here aren't good, but I love her and I still love her art, and that's what I was trying to channel here, I guess, and I didn't do anything on the last page. So yeah, so that's this one. And on to the next one. And I think this is the first one that's kind of weird because I think I did like 2 sides on it. No, this isn't that one. I had this thing where sometimes I would start a sketchbook in like 2019 by going through one side, and then sometimes when I wanted to like have a fresh start in like 2024, I would like start a sketchbook by going through the other side. But I don't think I did this with this one. I think I hate the paper in this sketchbook. It's like the default like kind of textured thin sketchbook paper, and I hate it. This one is 2021. I think I have some more 2019 sketchbooks somewhere. Oh wait, I do. The other 2019 one is the one that I have. I have to have it later because of where it's positioned. But here are some sketches, some notes. Sanzu from Tokyo Revengers. Takemichi. She's kind of cute. Some character design sketches. I always try to make clown OCs, and then I don't like how they turn out. I can never get the right circus ideas. They just never look like what I'm trying to achieve. Some more anatomy. You can tell I'm actually like better and more confident at anatomy by this point. Most of my art was in digital by now, so it's not like I was sketching really often on paper. But I was definitely a lot better at actually drawing bodies. Let me see, did I actually do more in the sketchbook? I think so, yeah. I think I came back to this sketchbook a couple times over like a year or two. This is when I first got my Prismacolor pencils, I think. Yeah, and I was trying to figure out how to actually use them to like create things properly. Oh my god. She's so exaggerated. That's so funny. I love this type of like super exaggerated anime style though. I just was not channeling it correctly here. That's really cute. Yeah, just a lot of these types of sketches. Oh my god. Oh, that's actually kind of a cute design. There's some aspects of what could be a cute design here, actually. That's really cool. I love that. Oh, is that Nye? This can't be 2021. I think some of these are maybe 2023. Did I come back to this sketchbook during that time? Yeah, I think it might have. But yeah, really, that's all that's in here. Like, nothing. Maybe I need to come back to the sketchbook and use it just for like studies eventually, but I hate the texture of this paper. It just like sucks everything up and like leaves white marks, and I don't like it. What's the next one? Okay, this one. I don't remember what artist this is from, but it came when I think I ordered some like prints, some stickers I got from friends. This one is actually technically like a notebook, and I just used this as a sketchbook for a few weeks. This OC, you'll see him a lot. His name has been changed like 30 times. Right now I'm tentatively calling him Orion, but I have no idea what his current name is. I need to figure it out for sure. But he's like this dragon. He's kind of in an isekai where like he created the isekai world and no one else in the world knows that it's an isekai. And oh my god, I love this sketch. It actually captures what's going on with him super well. I love this sketch. Wow, that's actually really good for where I was at during this time. Ooh, damn, I think I was cooking. Some of these I have to cover up, but I don't know what it was about drawing outside of the sketchbook and then pasting in. I was kind of cooking with that. Yeah, he's still not named in this version. I have changed things about him so many times. Here's some stuff about his costume and like his appearance and stuff. I was trying to figure out like his basic costume shapes. Oh, and here's the fawn character that I was trying to design that goes along with him. He's like a necromancer who's trying to hide the fact that he's a necromancer, so he pretends he's a healer. Another sketches of a character that was just for the sketches. Some more bodies of that same character from the previous page. Some more body type stuff. A mushroom that looks kind of phallic. More like canine stuff. Trying to figure out how to draw Nye from Trigun when he's a kid. Like, his hair is so difficult for me in this like upwards short form. I just cannot figure out. And this is kind of cute. I remember this was a character for something. I don't remember what she was for. I have so many characters that I just like created. And then here is a bunch of figure drawings. These are from Line of Action. There's this guy on Line of Action. He's there a lot. He's like this bigger like red-haired guy. I love him. He is so fun to draw. This bigger dragon lady. She is from that isekai world, and I have some parts of her story, but I just haven't actually properly designed her. Some harpies, like a lion centaur sort of thing that I was struggling with, some horses, some of the fawn legs, and a deer. Yeah, I was trying to figure out the fawn legs. I loved drawing these. I don't know what it is when I'm drawing a body, and if I just focus on the legs, I always love how the legs turn out. I'm trying to figure out more of that dragon isekai boy, tentatively calling him Orion. Apparently for a while he was called Halsey. I don't think that works for him, but, you know, I'll try to figure it out at some point. There was this, deer centaur boy, and I was trying to figure out some forms for him. I don't know what it is. When I draw on, like, forms like this, things turn out really good. More of Orion, some notes. This was like a Vash drawing, and I hate how his face turned out. I don't know why I wrote Godot, which here like 5 times. Oikawa, which is funny because at this point I hadn't drawn Oikawa in like multiple years. Wait, this sketchbook is so much more recent. This is like 2023. This is a 2023 sketchbook already. Wow. I did not draw traditionally for a long time. This is Nye, Vash, and Legato from Trigun as like Pokemon trainers. Sketch, I guess. Some more sketches. Doodle here later, it says. I don't know why. Vash sketch. Oh, I know. I was about to get my alcohol markers, and I was trying to plan out some sketches of like what I wanted to color when I got them. And then I realized that this paper, it's like this really thin moleskin paper. I realized it would be horrible for that, so I just had all these sketches I couldn't do anything with. More sketches. More sketches. She is actually really cute. I love her. But then I ruined it by on the other side doing this. It went right through, because of course I was testing with alcohol markers when I got them. And then it immediately bled through. Why wouldn't it have gone? Yeah. Why wouldn't it have gone through? Like, that was obviously going to happen. I was designing these OCs. I haven't done anything with them in a long time. I probably won't do anything with them. I think everything else in this one is just notes. I was trying to learn, like, coding. Oh, here's more sketches. Is there anything else in this point? No. Okay. Yeah, okay. I spent some time using this just as a notebook, and then I think I went back into sketching right now for a while. Oh, yeah. These were actually 2025 when I was figuring out Rory and Dahlia. And these were actually just a couple days ago. So I came back to the sketchbook just because I was trying to figure out if I could even still draw traditionally. If you guys don't know, I have a muscle injury. I haven't been able to draw traditionally for like over a year now. And I was trying to test out to see if I could do it with my wrist brace, and so I did that in this. And I forgot that this is the sketchbook I used for that. What is this from? I don't remember doing that. And then there is nothing else in this book. Okay, now on to this one. I think this is more recent than the other one. Ooh. I accidentally showed some personal information there. I'll have to cut that out. These were with my older markers. It was long before I had my alcohol markers. Yeah, more marker stuff. These are like old markers though. They're really cheap, like Sharpies. Yeah. Are these with those Sharpies? They kind of look like alcohol marker. I'm pretty sure these are with Sharpies though, because they're before 2023. Are these with pencil crayon? Oh my, I can't tell if these are marker or pencil crayon or a little bit of both. That's hard to tell actually. I think they're a little bit of both. This one was fun to do. This one is mostly pencil crayon with a little bit of Sharpie. Ooh, Sasha. This was when I was trying to figure out Sasha's design better. Oh, that's a song that I really like. Yeah, this is 2023. I guess this is technically before the last sketchbook I just showed. But some drawings of Sasha. Ooh. This was when I finally figured out Elsie's like sort of base design. I had like a design for her, like it was similar to this that I liked. Then I went and did Proto Elsie, which is one that you'll see soon. And then I came back to something similar to this, but a lot more actually defined. And then, yeah, this is Tsitsi. I didn't have like proper markers to do her skin tone yet, so I didn't like sketch it in here, but I noted that that's what her skin tone is. I'm going to be changing her design soon because I'm having some like problems with her costume. It doesn't really suit like the magical girl aspects. Like, if you saw this and you were told she's a mech pilot, you would believe it. But I don't really think that it shows off her being a magical girl too very well. And with this, ooh. And with the story changes I'm about to make, I probably need to do that. Baby Vash. I love this Baby Vash. I can't really show the rest of this page. There we go. Vash's arm. This is this artist who did this really cool sketch page of studying Vash's arm, and I really liked it. Vash's body. Can you tell I like Vash? And this little guy, that's actually so cute. Wait a second. I need to put this in here because I want to find this later. I'm about to make some I'm about to make some stickers and put them on my current sketchbook, and I think I want to use that. That is so cute. Some more sketches, some more Elsie. More sketches, trying to figure out like some neck bodysuit pieces. Notes. Let me see, are there anything other than notes left? There are a couple studies. Yeah, when I was doing some figure drawing for a while, a lot of these ended up going into the portfolio that I sent to the university that I applied to, which I'm going to start going to in October. Just a lot of figure drawings. And is there anything else in here that isn't just notes? Not really. But yeah, so that's that one. Okay, now we're on to more recent stuff. Another more empty sketchbook though. This says Bob Ross here. I don't know why I didn't write that. I think this was my sister's sketchbook, but she literally didn't draw anything in it, and she's had it for like 10 years. So I just grabbed it eventually. I didn't do anything with the first couple pages. This is after I had my alcohol markers. I did this Miku. I did not like how it turned out, and also if you notice, there's like this really rough sort of texture. And usually you get this texture if you put like too much marker and too many layers on a piece of paper. But I got this from the first layer, so I do not like how this paper works with alcohol markers, but that's specifically why I bought this book. So I was seeing if I could try to make it work, but I just didn't like how it was turning out. And then I was drawing some of my OCs. This is Shiloh and Alfie. They're brothers. They're from one of my many OC projects. They're like born to be catalysts for the end of the world. And there is River from that same project. Just a lot of little face sketches. I considered using this as like a study book. Ooh, Farina from Genshin. I love her. some sketches with alcohol marker. I really like this one actually. Some of these are really cute. What does this say? Alice, Trav, Hatto, Venti, or Scara, Mouse. Oh! Of characters I wanted to draw. Alice. Traveler. Yeah, oh, Traveler is like Alice in Wonderland. Hatto, Venti, or Scara, and I couldn't figure out who I wanted to draw as the mouse. For like a Mad Hatter. Yeah, for like an Alice in Wonderland AU. I had to block this out because it's not safe for work. But here are a bunch of like just face doodles, some sketches, some stylization stuff that I did with a little pen. Some more sketches. Ooh, this was my first J-Bin drawing. Jason, Todd, Robin. Oh yeah, here we are. Okay, there's Jason being held by Batman. Damian, Robin. Jason, Robin. Dick Grayson, Nightwing, or Damian and more Batman. If you guys don't know, because a lot of general audiences don't know, there are multiple Robins, and most of them are Bruce's adopted or biological children. Jason is the second Robin. He was murdered as a child. Damian is Bruce's biological son. He is the most recent Robin, either considered the fourth or the fifth, depending on if you consider Stephanie a mainline Robin. More Bruce, my love, my wife, my beloved, Batman. Connor Kent. Trying to figure out how I want to draw him. Ooh, little Jabin. My OCs being gay. What are their names again? What did I decide was his name? I think that is Isla and Ezekiel. Ezekiel and Isla. I love them. I haven't drawn them in a long time though. This was trying to figure out some features. Oh, that was me starting the sketchbook in 2025. See, things are all over the place. But I love this sketch. There's a lot of body sketches. This is that same guy from Line of Action that I mentioned earlier that I really, really like. Here he is again. Here he is again. I really like him. More Line of Action. More Sasha. More Sasha. Oh, I should probably say who Sasha is. I should probably say that. I mention him in every video. He is my favorite OC. He is the Magical Girl Mech Pilot AU. He is the vice captain of the team, and he's very cute, but he is a boy. I named her, but I forgot his name. Her name. I was thinking about this guy. She's from an idea that I have for a comic, but I haven't done anything with it. And I'm looking at this and thinking, oh, this is Ing. Her name is Ing. I named a character Lohan right before Lohan from Genshin Impact was announced. I'm just saying that I got to it first. This is Lohan. He is very cute. And, ooh, I actually kind of like how this magic stuff came out. This was for a project idea that I had. I haven't done anything with it yet, but oh man, I really want to. I should probably work on developing this more. More of that. I was messing around with figuring out how I do the effects and more drawing. Ing here. I think that's Ing. I think that's her brother. He needs a better name still. I think that's all I did in this one. Because I realized that this sketchbook, it was not just being horrible with my alcohol markers, it was also like eating up the nibs of my pens. Let me see if I can show you. Like these pens. No, that's a brush pen. Like these. Ooh, come on. Come on. Why are you stuck? Okay. These pens, they have like these tiny little nibs, and I love the style of using, why am I showing that one? These pens. They have really small nibs, and I like the style of using them for this project, but this sketchbook like eats and shreds those nibs because it's so textured, so I can't use it for that. Okay, moving on. Now this sketchbook is more 2025, but it's actually a 2019 sketchbook. It is from Tricky Wagon, the Mental Vacation sketchbook. I really love the cover of this, but I got it in 2019, with some more Tricky Wagon merch and also some Dina Norman stuff before she passed away, I got a lot of her like Patreon stuff. And I was using the sketchbook primarily in 2019. Let me see if I can find some of that. Like this. And when I got back to it, I realized like how bad some of the drawings in the sketchbook were. And so I decided that I would use the sketchbook by just pasting things over all the bad drawings and starting over. So that's what I did. So here are some sketches of River, Shiloh, River, and just a bunch of faces. Here's the 2019 stuff, and then some other sketches. I think this is when I was trying to figure out Hallie. That might be Hallie. Some more faces. River, I did not like how this turned out, apparently. Yeah, this is in 2024 that I started doing this. See, I'm sorry, this was all over the place because of how I use my sketchbooks. This is Orion. This is just some random cute girl when I was trying to figure out how to do the alcohol markers. And there's the 2019 stuff. This is more alcohol markers. Here's a bunch of cute little magical girl-esque designs. And I was at school in my last year when this happened. Well, technically my last year. I dropped out during COVID. And we had the Halloween dance coming up, and I designed the posters for that because I was like the only involved artist. Here's some more 2019 sketches, some more 2024 stuff, 2019 stuff. Well, these are actually from 2024. It was me figuring out the color palettes for my OCs. Here's some more 2024 sketches. I call this proto-LC because it like almost became Elsie's design for a while, but then I realized it didn't really work for her personality, but I still want to use this for something because I think it's so cute, but I don't know what I want to use it for. More 2019 sketches, and I have this thing where I just have to kind of like write lists of things I like and want to draw, or I will just actually forget. Oh, this is so uncentered. I am so sorry for that. I'll have to like zoom around. Magical girls. Look at these little mouse. Trying to figure out Sasha's colors, seeing what worked. More of that cute girl that was kind of proto-Elsie. Another magical girl. 2019 sketches, sketching that same girl again. Sasha! Oh, here first are some 2019 sketches. And then I drew Sasha, and also Sasha. Because I love him. He's my wife, Your Honor. 2019. I was watching Adventure Time for the first time since I was like 9. And trying to figure out how to draw Finn and Jake. Because these kind of like really cartoony styles are not my skill level. Like, not my skill level. I just mean like I am not good at them. More of that proto-Elsie that I really like. More sketches. I have to kind of start holding this down now a little bit. Some more sketches. More 2019, well, 2020 stuff. I guess this would have been January of 2020. And then I got Alfie, Shiloh, 2019. Oh, I skipped a couple pages on accident. River, Orion, some faces. 2020. Ooh, April of 2020. Oh, hello. Well, I see. We all know what happened then, huh? Elsie, proto-Elsie. I was calling Raina Rain then I guess for some reason, but this is when I figured out Raina's design. Cece, Sasha, Vera. She's one of my 2 twins. Here's some notes about them. I think I was using like, I was going to go for a different version of the story for a while. Then I went back to the main one. He was figuring out Raina's costume. I kept like this whole top half of her design. I just changed the bottom to be more fitting for her. Elsie, still proto-Elsie before I figured her out. Elsie before I figured her out. 2019. Sasha. His design has stayed like really similar, and it probably won't really change ever, aside from like giving him more outfits. Elsie, Cece, and I didn't remember drawing this version of Cece's outfit, and I think I might go with it as like her proto uniform before she gets her second one, because she kind of switches teams at some point during her career, and so I think I might go with something like this as like her first uniform before she becomes captain. Proto Elsie, Vera, Ari, they are the two twins. Some more sketches. This is in August of 2024. Ooh, I am touching the paper so much I'm getting pen on my hands. Farina DeFontaine! Look at her! My baby girl! I would die for you, princess! And then there's also Lynette, my sweetheart. Never mind, I have to look at them some more. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love them. I loved Farina back when people thought she was annoying. More 2019 sketches, 2019 sketches. 2019, and then character design thing from 2024. Might actually have to do something with this because it's kind of cute. And then there's nothing else in this book aside from some notes at the back. Okay, let's make sure I can actually center this properly. This one is interesting because I started drawing in it in 2019. And then I got back to it in 2025, I think? Yeah. So I'll start with 2019 and then we'll go to 2025. Bunch of 2019 stuff. Oh, these were the Crayola brush tips. That's what I was using and that I wasn't sure about. Yeah, the Crayola brush tip ones. I remember when those came out, they felt like a huge thing because they were like a cheap brush pen that wasn't much of a thing back then. So here are just some 2019 sketches that I'm kind of going to skip over. Oh, I remember trying to do a digital painting of this. It did not go well. So I'm really bad at like doing textures because I'm so obsessed with highlights. Lots of bodies. Ooh, now I'm getting hiccups. Okay. Damn, I really am bad at properly using sketchbooks. Oh, this was like I remember trying to sculpt this in Blender. Arcana Tarot. Oh, okay. So if you guys are into like mobile otome games at all, you might know about the Arcana. It was like, it's notorious for its really bad ads, but the game is actually really good, and I've always loved the story for it. I'm hugely attached to Azra and Julian, and I was trying to do a drawing of them. Oh my god. Why did I draw that? No. That scene. Oh. There's this scene where he tells us, like, as the player character, about what happened in, like, their previous romantic relationship before the story started, and the first time I played that, it gave me shivers. Like, oh my god. And this was my attempt at doing an OC for how to, like, for what I wanted to draw with Azra. But again, I didn't have a marker that I could draw darker skin tones with without everything looking like incredibly washed out, because all of my markers were like so dark and they did not blend. But I was trying to do some pieces of them. Oh wow, I was really going all out into the spoilers here, damn. Oh, this is when I got these really cheap acrylic markers. They're not like Posca at all. They're really cheap and they don't work well. I only had like 5 colors. But yeah, just a lot of sketches, illustration ideas. And there were so many written down. Some lines, some more lines. Some more lines. What does this say? Oh, this was the original version of Shiloh and Rivers universe. I was gonna make a comic, but it was like a completely different version, and it did not work well, and I completely changed up the story eventually. I forgot that that was called that. That is so fun. I was trying to figure out like how stylization works, because so many artists have like really interesting like stylization, and that didn't look good. outfit goals. I don't know what that means. Okay, and now we're going back to the other side, which is where the semi-decent stuff is. This again is like that same really bad texture that I hate, but it's like the easiest cheap sketchbook you can get. I think you can get these at Walmart here. But these are start in 2024 and they get into 2025. Quinn? Who is Quinn? I don't know who you are. But you look like an OC. I don't know who you are. Alcohol markers. More alcohol marker stuff. I always have to draw like lists of things I want to draw because I don't know what I want to draw otherwise. I'm bad at deciding. Some random thing. Guy. Madoka. Homura. Some more face practice and like testing some colors. Some more sketches. Some more sketches. Really, really wonky Thanatos from Hades. And then another attempt at Thanatos from Hades that turned out better. Hypnos. Vash. I love Vash. And I love Hades. Like, this is one of those games where I could just play for like 50 hours straight, literally, and never realize that what I'm doing. Kenma from Haikyuu. That's weird. I haven't been drawing Haikyuu in years. River, Shiloh. I guess I was taking some story notes there. Alfie, Shiloh's brother. He's very cute. Hallie, I finally figured out her design. River. He is the most manipulative little prick, and I love him so much. River. Alfie and Shiloh. Mermaid AU. Ooh, some Shiloh stuff. These are like some Shiloh lore drawings. I really love them. I'm trying to figure out like how I want to represent Shiloh's powers. That one turned out so good, actually. Some shapes. That Mermaid AU, Shiloh. Isaiah, he's part of the same universe, but I don't draw him as much because I've never been satisfied with his design. Some poses, and I went over them after I sketched them. I sketched them with colored pencil, and then I went over them with one of the lightest gray of my alcohol markers, and that alcohol marker is like completely dead because I did so many sketches like that. Omori, some river stuff. Omori. I really love Omori. I played it when it first came out. I was one of those people who was like waiting for it to come out. And oh my god, I still love the story about it. That thing makes me sob. Ooh. My kids' eyes. River, Shiloh, Alfie, Hallie, and Isaiah. Some shapes, more of that sketching method. Some pen sketches. A lot of my sketchbooks just look like this. Just faces and bodies in like random poses. Orion has made a comeback. And Basil from Omori. My son, my beloved, my sweetheart. Orion. This was me trying to figure out the fawn boy. I don't remember what I named him. That might be Quinn? Maybe that's what I named him. Orion. Trying to figure out more of his body. Quinn, which is weird. I don't think I can call him Quinn. I have a cousin named Quinn. That'd be weird, but I think that might be what I called him. I don't know. And then here's some Omori and Sunny art. I hated this when I finished it, but now that I'm looking at it, some parts of it like actually look good. Like the way like he melts into Sunny's body is actually so good. Look, like this, I think this actually looks great compared to how I felt about it when I finished it. Like damn. Of course the proportions are a little off, but you know I think it looks good. Some clown doodles. I don't remember what these are for, but I think they're really silly and I like them. Some lambs. I love lambs. If I could draw lambs forever, I would. Some more lambs. Some more Alfie. But it got like bled through on the back. I think it's because I had one of these underneath it, but it already had like some marker on it that hadn't dried from another drawing. And when I went over this, it like came through the paper from being on the other side. Just a sketch of a cute girl, some hands, another river, another face, some more sketches, trying to figure out some more stylization. I don't know what this is. It feels like acrylic paint, but I don't remember using acrylic paint at all in like the last like 5 years, but it feels like acrylic paint. I think it's acrylic paint. I have no idea why I was doing that. Orion, I don't know who. River, I love River. He's my beloved. He's my angel. He's evil. More River. And then I re-sketched this on the other side. I actually think I like it better on the other side. This guy, I don't want to name him Quinn, but I think that might be his name. Messing around with like stylization. Wow, that's horrible though. There's this artist I like who draws like really exaggerated like big heads, and I really like their style, but it's just not working for the way I draw. It's just not working. Some more bodies, a little face that's really cute. More circus sketching. I want to make circus OCs work so bad. I know I can do it. I just have never found something that like really clicks. Some more faces. These are actually really cute. Look at her. She's so cute. Some eyes. Some bodies. I think that's River. Lynette from Genshin, my sweetheart. Some more bodies. Some more messing around with proportion stylization. River and Shiloh that I never finished. Clark Kent, i.e. Superman. The way Dan Mora draws lips. Clark. Obviously I never finished it, but I actually kind of like how this body turned out. I was trying to figure out how to draw like actually like bigger, bulkier bodies, because it is not my strong suit, as you can probably tell. Clark. Really bad. Con, I think that's Con. Back to my default. More body studies. And then I think I stopped. Yeah, I think I stopped after that. So yeah, those are my last 6 sketchbooks. None of them are finished, so you can probably see why I felt the need to start over with my current sketchbook. And because you watched that whole thing, I will actually let you guys see what is going on in my current sketchbook. I've just done a couple pages after the last video. So in the first video, I did this page. And then since then, I've done some more sketches here. I decided that I'm gonna make some more I realized that there's this way that you can make stickers like your own at home by using tape. And I'm going to make some more stickers and I'm gonna put them on the sketchbook. I did this sketch of Timothy, my beloved, the third Robin. And I think I'm gonna turn this actual sticky note itself into a sticker and put it on. I did Jax. I did a couple sketches I didn't like. I kind of like this little alien, and I did like an idea for one that I might make of Raina. I tried to do a couple little things of Luca from Alien Stage, but I don't think I'll do any of them. A clown that I might do, and I might do some like colorful patterns that I might do as stickers. And then I sketched Jason, my sweet beloved baby, my favorite Robin. He died. he was brutally beaten to death by the Joker. So very small, very little, very sweetheart. And then a magical girl that I don't like. And then this was today's sketches. Another magical girl, a kind of statue study that I did quickly, and this little magical girl thing I was doing where I love magical girls that have like the combination of really sweet and cute and pretty magical girl and like some sort of like horrifying eldritch thing horror going on behind them. So that's what I was trying to channel. I didn't really do that well. I might have to do more with this page later. And then I just did a couple more sketches. But yeah, that's your reward for watching through the whole video. So yep, that is the tour of my most recent sketchbooks. I will absolutely do a tour of the sketchbook when it's done. I'll have a lot more sketchbook videos coming. I think I am going to do some videos of like redesigning some of my OCs or like doing OC design challenges because I love my characters, but none of them are really like hitting for me right now. I think some of them need a really big rework to actually work for me. So I am going to try to do that, and we will see how it goes. And I'll make some videos of that probably. So if you like sketchbook videos and you want to see more sketchbook videos, like, maybe comment if there's any of my specific OCs you'd like to see me redesign. And obviously subscribe if you want to see more of my specific sketchbooks, because obviously that's where I will be. So I'm here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed 7 years of sketchbooks. It's honestly not a lot of drawings for how many years of sketchbooks it is, but as I've said before, I've been primarily a digital artist for the last 7 years. So yeah, let's see how things go. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye!